Hey, I'm about to do a How Good Was That Contract? This is about when you play a hand and you might make more tricks. Like you might make game and you weren't in there and you're wondering, should I have been in game? I get asked this question a lot when I play. Some people aren't quite sure how to work out whether they missed something or not. So we'll play the hand and then I'll spend a fair bit of time trying to discuss whether we're in a good contract, a bad contract, or what should have been different. Okay, so we'll get into it. So I don't have anything to bid here, so the opponents are going to play this one. Let's see where they end up. So they bid game, and my partner's got in there with hearts. So it's gone one club, one heart overcall, one spade showing 5, pass 2 spades, I have a fit, 3 clubs, I've got some clubs as well, 3 spades, not interested. Oh well, I was actually thinking of slam or something. Anyway, I'll lead my partner's suit. That wasn't a good lead. Okay, so I led a heart. Dummy came down with only good hearts. And yeah, now leading spades straight away. Diamond. I can get rid of my heart just so my partner knows what's going on. Switch to a club. Get a diamond. The only cards that are relevant to me are the clubs, so I'll hold on to them. I don't even think they're relevant. Okay, and they made 11 tricks, so let's bring that up. The play sort of raced through. Now, if we look at it, they made 11 tricks. Now, firstly, should they be in slam? No, they're off 2 aces. They didn't make slam. They can't make slam. 11 tricks is all they can make. So is 4 spades a good contract? What's it need to make? They're off the ace of clubs. They're off the ace of spades. And they don't really have any other losers other than that. They've got the 5 of clubs, but that can go on the king of hearts. So 4 spades is an excellent contract. It's going to make all the time. And you'll make 11 tricks practically all the time. So 4 spades, sensational spot to be. To bid and make a vulnerable game, it just needs to be about 35% or something. Playing imps, playing match points, you want it to be about 50%. So here playing imps, 35%. This is near 100. Perfect spot to be in. So they started off pretty strongly. Pass to me. I'm vulnerable against not, but I'm in 3rd seat, so I might actually open a little bit light and bid a spade. My partner bid 2 clubs Drury, maximum passed hand with a fit, and I don't really have my opening, so I'll just go back to 2 spades. Ah, we've got a good collection here. I'll probably make this, possibly make 9 tricks. I have 2 club losers, I have 2 heart losers, I'm missing the queen of spades. So trick 1 went to the ace of clubs. Trick 2, they cashed the ace of hearts. So ace is showing up with 8 points, and now they switch to a diamond. West didn't lead like the king of clubs from king, queen, jack. So East has another club on it. So East has ace of hearts, ace of clubs, and another club on it at least. So I'm fairly sure West has the queen of spades. So I'll play the ace of spades and finesse this way. Yep, there's the queen, and I can draw the other trump. And at this stage, my diamonds are good, and I just give up a club and a heart for making 8 tricks. So even though I opened a light, I got to make 9 tricks, which was pretty good on the hand. The points were, I had 10 and dummy had 10. and West had 10, and East had 10. So they were all 10 apiece. So that was all pretty good. So 2 spades is clearly a good spot to make. If I don't open it, it might get passed in. In fact, it will get passed in if I pass it. So no one else has played that board, but I expect passed in to be a regular spot. But 2 spade is clearly a good spot to be in because I've only got 4 top losers and the Queen of Spades might be a 5th. So I'm going to make this a lot of the time, so that's quite good. Can the opponents make anything? So they might be able to make 3 hearts. So they have no heart losers, they have 1 diamond loser, no clubs, and well, they got 3 spades, but they might be able to trump 1. They might be able, like, if they get everything right, and we don't, they might be able to make 10 tricks in hearts. But I suspect that 9 tricks in hearts is the limit for them. And that if they go after trying to ruff spades, I might be able to get a club ruff or something like that. So I suspect 3 spades by us is the most that can be made. 3 hearts by them is technically the most that can be made, but they could make 4 hearts. So 2 spades by me was sensational. I expect to get quite a lot of value out of that because some people will be passing it in. People that don't pass it in, the opponents might get to hearts and play that, and we might get a double part score swing and those sorts of things. So 2 spades, good spot. What a rubbish hand. Okay, and they bid to 3 no trumps. It's me to lead, and I've got an interior sequence, so I'll just fire that off. Oh, that 1. Okay. So dummy has 8. East has 18, 19. And I've got 5. At any rate, I'll just continue spades. So I'm fairly sure my partner's got Queen, Jack, 3rd spade. They're going to make this pretty comfortably. Or not. That was weird. They had all the tricks. So they went 1 down. But, yeah. I don't know why they went 1 down. They can make it. So firstly, if I lead a spade, so let's just see what happened here. They led a spade, we won, and we knocked out the ace of spades. They then tested diamond, well, they cashed the ace of diamonds, cashed the ace of hearts, and took a club finesse. And now my partner returned the jack of diamonds. So at this stage they can just keep finessing clubs and make... Oh no, they can't. Why can't they? Queen of diamonds, and I threw a heart away. Ah, because they can't get back to the diamond, so they have to take that. At this stage they can just finesse a club, and they know that's working, but they chose not to, and went 1 down. Now, how good was this 3 no trump contract? So they've got 18 opposite 8, so they've got 26 points. It's a very normal spot to get to, but was it a good spot to get to? Okay, so they've got the ace of spades, they've got 3 top hearts, and then they've also got 3 top diamonds for 6 tricks off the top. So they need to get another 3 more. Now we're attacking spades, and they've only got 1 spade stopper. So they've got a couple of different choices to try and make this contract. Now, on their play, they took neither of them, but It's okay. They can't hold up the ace of spades. So if spades are 5-3, their only hope to make this contract is that the diamonds break 3-3 and that they just get to run 5 diamond tricks, 3 hearts, and a spade. Which is fair enough. If they know that spades are 4-4, what they can do is they can play me for the queen of clubs and just take a club finesse, lose to the ace, lose 3 spades, and then they'll get 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, well, sorry, 2 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts and a spade for 9 tricks. Okay, so they've got 2 alternative lines of play, and they sort of have to do a little bit of card reading to work out which one's working. If they know spades are 4-4, the club finesse is the best, and that's fine. If they think that spades are 5-3, then they have to fall back on the diamonds breaking 3-3 for their 5 diamond tricks. So this is about the break-even point for bidding a game. So it's an average game. It's not particularly good. It's a very normal game to get to, but it's not sensational and it's not poor, but it's just sort of the break-even point. You'd expect to go down in it more times than you'd make it, I would guess. But it's a fine one to get to. It's where you want to be. Okay, 12, 14 points and an unbalanced hand. So I'll start with 1 heart, and I'll just bid my diamonds. And my partner bid something called the impossible spade. So they can't have a spade suit here, because if they had spades, they would bid 1 spade over 1 no trump. Now, like, if you got 6 to 9 points with spades, you still bid spades rather than 1 no trump here. So they can't have spades, yet they bid spades. So they've got a maximum hand with diamond support. Now, the opponents have so many spades that I might actually choose not to play in 3 no trumps. I might just bid 3 clubs. Okay, my partner raised that, so we'll play in 5 diamonds. Looks like 4 hearts might be the best spot to play in. At any rate, they led a club. Oh, and my king won. We'll draw trumps. Now, I'm missing the 9 of diamonds, so the only way I can finesse diamonds if they're 4-1 is if East has them. If they are 4-1, I'm in trouble anyway. And the hearts are sort of blocked up a little bit here, so I might untangle them because my only real entry is in the diamond suit. If that got roughed, it would be a little bit awkward, but nothing I can really do about that. So I drew the final trump, and now I'm just throwing all my clubs away. So I trump 1 of my clubs, and I'll play a spade, rough that, and they get the final club trick for making 11. So I made that, but was that a good game? How good was that contract? So what did I need to make that? Okay, so first of all, I have a spade loser. I have a club loser. So I got 2 top losers, so I have to avoid getting rid of the rest of them. Now, I need the ace of clubs onside, so that's strictly 50% straight up there. If the ace of clubs was in the west hand, then I'd have multiple club losers and I'd be down, go down. So that's 50% of the club being onside. Secondly, I needed diamonds 3-2 or else I wouldn't be able to cross ruff. So that's something like 68% of, so 2/3 of the 50%. So I think we're at 33% already. Then finally, I also needed hearts 3-3 or 4-2, which is a fair percentage. So it's around 30% all up that I'm going to make 5 diamonds on this hand. And so technically this is a bad game. Even though it made, we don't want to be there. It needed too much stuff to actually make it. So it's not a terrible game, but it's below the break-even point of what you want. If I played in something like 4 Hearts instead, I think 4 Hearts is a better game. It doesn't need that much. If the Ace of Clubs is on side, and if the Ace of Clubs is on side, I can probably handle Diamonds 4-1 on side. So 4 Hearts can't handle Hearts 5-1, but can handle some other stuff. So I think 4 Hearts is a good game. Tricky to get there. You've only got a 5-2 fit. But 5 Diamonds, just not quite good enough. Okay, so pass, pass, a club, a spade, double, 1 no trump from my partner, pass, pass, this hand with 2 hearts. So they didn't open a weak 2, but they've got a 6-card heart suit. So they've probably got something like 4 spades and 6 hearts or something. At any rate, they don't have that. They've just got a really bad heart suit. Anyway, my partner led a spade, and West has the ace queen of spades, so I didn't feel obliged to put up my king or anything like that. Okay, and they made 10 tricks. So let's have a look at this. Should they be in game? So first of all, can they make it? I'm not sure on that. We've got 3 clubs. No, they can always make 10 tricks. Oh no, not if we lead a club. 3 rounds at clubs. We can get a trump promotion. If it goes low club to my king, club to the ace, queen of clubs, 4th round of clubs, then there's a trump promotion. Okay. So on some unlikely defense, 4 hearts can actually go down. All right. Anyway, let's look at this. What does 4 hearts actually need to make? So it sort of needs me to have the king of spades on side. Well, it does need me to have the king of spades on side. And that defense is kind of unlikely. It is possible, but not really that unlikely. It's pretty unlikely. So hearts basically needs hearts 2-2 or a singleton queen. If we assume you're not going to finesse up the queen in a 9-card fit. So hearts 2-2 is like 52%. Singleton queen adds a chunk to that. And then the spade finesse. So it's not a great game, but when I bid a spade, the chances of me having the king of spades now shoot up like a lot. So if you just looked at the hands in isolation, it's probably not a good game. But after the bidding, when I bid a spade, that ace queen of spades is kind of close to having the ace king of spades. So from the bidding, I would say it's a good game. I gave them the information that the spade finesse was working. If you didn't get that information, then it probably wasn't a good game. Two spades, pass. Got a big fit here, so I'll just bid 4 spades. And my partner made 10 tricks. That looked a little bit lucky. Okay, so let's just see how they played it, because So they just race through that. So they led a club to the ace, switch to the king of diamonds, drew trumps, kept drawing trumps, ace of hearts, and led the ten of clubs, diamond, ruffed that, played a club, and threw their heart away. Okay, so we'll go back to the start of the hand. That was last hand? Okay. So here, if you look at the hand, they've got 10 third opposite queen 9 fourth. So they have no spade losers, they have no heart losers, they have a diamond loser, and they have 3 club losers in their hand. But on the actual play, it's kind of a bit awkward missing the 8, but for the most part, what you just need to happen is have the jack of clubs in the east hand and finesse the jack of clubs. So if east has the jack of clubs, you've got a fair chance of making the contract. 8 missing slightly lowers that, but for the most part, you can lead the 10, jack, queen, ace, club towards the 9. If east has honor, jack, third, you're fine. If they lead 1, you're fine. So here it's close-ish to 50% with the jack of clubs being on side. If clubs broke 4-2, they might be able to get a club ruff. Go club, club, club ruff. But then you might be able to throw a diamond away on the 4th club. So losing 3 clubs isn't necessarily the issue. But it's ballpark 50%. Now, even if it wasn't around there to make it, let's see what they can do in hearts. So if the opponents played it, they have no spade losers, they have 1 heart loser, they have 1 diamond loser, and they have 1 club loser. So they actually have 10 tricks. So even if 4 spades wasn't going to make, it's still a good spot because 4 hearts can make. Now that being said, 5 hearts is a good spot because 4 spades does make on the hand. So 5 hearts is technically where you want to be, knowing that we're making 4 spades, but because it's all up in the air and they're vulnerable against not, selling out to 4 spades seems fine. If you swapped the queen of clubs over though, if you swapped our clubs, then we wouldn't be making 4 spades and they would be making 5 hearts. So it's kind of a tricky hand, but 4 spades is a really good spot by us. The opponents might be able to do a little bit better and get something out of that. Alright, so I'm vulnerable with 11 points. I might just pass, and it got passed out. We didn't have a fit, but we had 21 points. Some people managed to make 1 no trump. So let's see what it is. Was passing this out a good spot? So while people are making 1 no trump, let's just see if 1 no trump is gold. So 1 no trump can be beaten if they find a club lead or the queen of hearts. It's a round play. Okay, so north-south have 4 diamond tricks, the ace of clubs, and can build a couple of spade tricks if they've given enough time. Okay. East-west don't have a fit anywhere and can't really make anything. So is 1 no trump a good contract? Tough to say. So you have 2 spade losers and a heart loser. If clubs are 5-2 and they lead 1, or if they're just 5-2, you're probably going to go down. So if your other option is just passing this in, it's It's probably a good bet to pass this in, because I think you're going to go down slightly more than you're going to make. It's pretty close to making one no trump. It's fine being there, but I think passed in's probably slightly better, because if clubs broke 5-2, then you'll have 4 club losers and the ace king ace to lose. With clubs 4-3, if the ace queen of hearts were in the other side, you'd lose 3 clubs, 2 spades, and 2 hearts for down 1 again. So I think you're going to go down more often than you're going to make one no trump if people are defending correctly. So I think passing this in is fine. But again, another close call on how good was that contract. Alright. Thought I'd go all out on them. I had 9 points. It went pass, and my partner opened a spade. I just bid a no trump. If my they could have opened a light or something, but I got 4 hearts. They didn't want to overcall. Let's give it a go. They can't get to the diamond. I don't know what's happening in the clubs. Get a club, club back, and they took 5 tricks for plus 500. Okay. So how good was that contract? Oh boy, not very good. They were in a 3-3 fit. That is less than ideal for them. So we can beat it 3 tricks. Can we make a game? No, we have 4 spade tricks, ace of diamonds. Yeah, so we can't make game. So doubling them in 2 hearts was a sensational spot for plus 500. They got themselves into trouble. If they played in clubs instead, I'm not sure how clubs goes, but it's not pretty. At any rate, they got, 2 hearts doubled was a sensational spot for us. Could they have defended one no trump redoubled? We get 4 spades and a diamond off the top. If they attack clubs, we get a club. I can work on diamonds. We're going to make one no trump redoubled, so they're in some trouble there. Just seeing what some people bid. They bid 2 diamonds on my hand and got to play in 2 spades. They missed their juicy penalty there. Yeah, so not much there to talk about, but 2 hearts doubled. Yeah, not clear for me to double, but I thought that they'd stumbled into the wrong option and hearts weren't breaking nicely for them, so I just thought I'd give it a go. And boy, did my partner turn up with some good stuff, such as 3 hearts when I have 4 of them, meaning that they're really in trouble. I'm not going to wander into this option. Okay, so they made 8 tricks. So let's have a look at that. How good was this contract? firstly, what did my partner lead? A spade. That's kind of an odd lead. So they can always make 7 if not 8 tricks. So they've got a club and 3 spades. If spades break 3-3, they have 5 spades, a club, and they can set something up. They can either lead a heart to the king or a diamond to the king. Diamond doesn't work, but they don't know that when they're playing it. One no trump seems like the very normal spot to get to. It's how often's it gonna make? Pretty tough to tell. If we lead a club and I knock out the ace of clubs, that's looking a lot more dire if spades don't break. But I suspect that they'd make this a fair proportion of the time. So I'd back this as a pretty reasonable contract. Rather than doing any hardcore analysis on that, I thought I'd just move on to the next one. 14, 16, 20 points. Oh wow, that's a pretty nice hand. So start bidding my hearts. Partner raised hearts. Wow. If they've got a short club, my hand is amazing. Cubit, Blackwood, really? How many do I have? 4 key cards. I've got to have more than 1 key card. What are they doing? This bidding's so terrible. How can they do that? We're only off 1 key card, so I guess I can bid on. I really like when they blackwood, they should only blackwood if they know how many key cards I've got. And they know I have more than 1 key card, so they should be just bidding slam. Anyway. Should I offer diamonds? Yeah, I'll offer diamonds. And my partner did have the singleton club, which was useful. And hearts goes down. So I'm glad my last minute thought about, should we play in diamonds? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Was a good one, because 6 hearts goes off. And 6 no trumps doesn't make because we don't have a club stopper. So I'll bring up the hand. So this is an interesting one to talk about. How good is 6 hearts? 6 hearts needs hearts 3-2, diamonds not 4-0. Right? Not like that's about 60% or a bit more than 60%. 68% is 3-2 and not 4-0. I'm not sure about, but not a great deal. I'd guess it's somewhere total is around 65% would be my random estimate. How good is 6 diamonds? 6 diamonds needs hearts not 5-0. It can handle diamonds 4-0. And that is all you need. So 6 diamonds is spot on where you want to be. It's high 90s to make that contract. And if they don't bleed their club, you'll make an over trick. So I think that was a really good spot. So 6 hearts is like an okay spot. Like it's above 50% slam. So if you didn't have another slam available to you, that was better. So if you didn't have 6 diamonds available to you, being in 6 hearts is good. Having 6 diamonds available to you and having a high 90% slam compared to a 65% slam means that 6 hearts is not a good spot because there is a much better slam available to bid. Anyway, I might wrap up how good was that contract there. Hope you enjoyed watching it and learned a bit about how you can judge whether a contract is good or not. Thanks for watching and see you next time.